It's an honour to be able to introduce Ghostpoet this afternoon. Thanks for joining us, Abaro. It's a real pleasure.
No problem, mate. Thank you.
Now, you've very recently been nominated for the prestigious Mercury Music Prize.
Yeah,
Did it come as quite a shock?
Yeah, really. It was never in my plans when making an album to, create something that would be up for awards or ceremony or whatever. It's just a really good surprise. It's been a great year for me in the sense of I've been able to release an album of my music, and everything that's come with it, and being part of the Mercury Award is just kind of the icing on the cake for the year,
Is that something that you've been building towards for a while, or is it something that's kind of just happened?
Yeah, it's kind of one of them ones where you never know. Music is such a roulette wheel. You never know how it's all gonna go, So it was for me. I just wanted to get music out there, and I got the opportunity to do that through Brownswood and release an album. But it was never a case of I expected this kind of reception, or praise. For me, I just thought that people would take in the album, hopefully, and there'll be a kind of mixed reviews, and people would mainly be like, there's potential there, and see what he does in the future. Never expected everything that's happened is a complete surprise.
How do you feel about the reception of the album?
It's amazing. It's more than I ever expected, and it's deeply humbling because I just made this stuff in a spare bedroom, you know what I mean? And I keep saying that a lot, but I need to keep saying that just to remind myself that it started from nothing, do you know what I mean? And people from all over the world showing love to it and recommending it to their friends and stuff like that is deeply, deeply humbling, and it's really encourages me to keep going and making more music,
I get the impression that with some of your tracks, it's been a case of you've kind of been on a night out and had some fun, and the sun's coming up, and you're like, right, I feel awful, let's write some music.
You know what? That's never happened. In the sense of, coming in for a night out and starting to write. I may try that one day. See what happens. But it's definitely in there in the mix. The idea of being out and coming back and thinking about the things you've done and the joy or the regret, that's definitely in the mix. But I wouldn't say it's how I make my music. It'd be quite terrible on the head in the mornings if I kept doing that every night to try and make music.
Let alone the language about it.
So no, it's definitely in the mix, I would say. Yeah.
So it's more life experience that you draw influence from when you're sitting down to write music.
Oh, definitely. It's life, It's the life that I've had, the life I'm having, the life I plan to have, the lives around me with my friends and family, strangers, news, everything, the world, that's my inspiration for writing and creating music,
Something I wanted to ask you about this afternoon. In the video for Survivor, you're strolling around an estate in the middle of the night with a cup of tea and an awesome dressing gown, if I do say so myself. How did that come about?
Well, it was kind of the idea of the director, who's a good friend of mine, but wants to be known as unknown, so we'll leave him as unknown. And it was his idea really to do that, to have me in a dressing gown, strolling around in a kind of like conscious, subconscious type state, and these kind of monsters in the background. That was his idea. And at first I was like, this makes no sense, but I'll go with it. And it was kind of a case of, he developed the idea, and we worked with some really amazing people in pre and post production and put it together. And even though I liked the video at the end, I still wasn't quite not sure about this, but the response has been great, and that's it's definitely down to his vision and the way he was determined that this is the idea, it's going to work, and it's been a good little success, I would say.
Watching some of your live videos, there's quite a prominent element of visuals in the background. And again, with your music videos, there is a lot of kind of visual trickery taking place. Do you feel that you want to be able to represent your music through the visual thing, or is it just something that
definitely
naturally crosses over?
No, I think it's part and parcel of music. You know, I think you can't neglect the visual side of things. It's as important as the music these days, you know. And I think with the live, it's something I definitely want to develop much more and create more interactive type visual stuff that people can get involved with in the audience. I don't know what I'm just thinking, but I definitely want to develop that side of things to make it more and more interesting, because it's an interesting part. Not everybody listens with their ears, you know. They need the visual aspect to get things sometimes, or to create an atmosphere, and that's something I definitely want to do live. And visuals, video wise, it's what I've always wanted to do with every one of the videos, is create something that isn't expected, and create something that is evolution every time from the last offering. So that's what we're trying to do.
You moved down to London from Coventry, presumably to push the music thing. How do you like living in London?
It's cool. I was born and bred here, so I went to Coventry for university. So I ended up staying for more than a degree. I was there for about 10 years, so I came back down about a year and a half ago, and it's good to be back in London. I think it's different this time because I guess when I left, I was still trying to find myself as a man, you know, as a boy then, trying to find myself and work out what I wanted to do with my life, you know. So now coming back here, it's a much more interesting place. I look at it with different eyes, you know. So yeah, it's good to be back.
Well, yeah, I studied at university in Warwick, which is just on the outskirts of Coventry, and
I used to be a doorman in Warwick.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Used to be a doorman at Warwick Uni.
Wow. Maybe we cross paths at some point.
You never know.
No
one knows that either. No one knows I used to be a doorman. Yeah.
I seem to... my only memory really of Coventry is at the Coliseum on a Thursday night.
Yeah. Thursday, Monday night, 50p a drink.
Yeah. You know it.
Yeah. Used to, you know. Coventry's an interesting place. It's very much a student town, but when you strip that away, and for instance when the students are on holiday and it's just the locals, you realise Coventry is very much it's a special place. You know what I mean? It's got people with a lot of humour, a lot of dark humour, and you know, a lot of grafters, people just trying to get through their daily business. You know what I mean? Be it a 9 to 5, be it a 5 to 9 or whatever, just trying to just get through, and it's a big inspiration for me.
It's interesting talking to you this afternoon, because listening to your music, it has that very laid back mood to it, and it seems to be very kind of representative of you. For me, I'm most relaxed when I'm doing my music, you know what I mean? I'm creating and participating in something that I feel I was meant to do, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm not very excitable really. I just kind of just plod along and, you know, enjoy life as much as possible, you know what I mean? Well, the music I've heard from you so far it's been really great.
Thank you.
But past lines, what can we expect to hear from you over the next 12 months?
Well, I don't know. For me, I think I'm starting to work on new things, and that may be towards an EP, could be towards an album, I'm not sure. I would like to get an album out next year, but more than likely later in the year. And that just boils down to if the music's right, you know what I mean? And that's important, so I'm working towards new stuff and collaborations and potential remixes in the future and more gigs, you know, more creativity, more. Well,
I'm really looking forward to hearing more about those projects, and Alvaro, it's been a real pleasure talking with you today. Thanks so much.
Nice one.